With all the things we have going on in our lives, it can be hard to find the time to be productive. And while I'm a firm believer in good things take time, if there's an opportunity for me to be as productive and effective as possible in the shortest amount of time, you better believe I'm taking it. My money and finances have been a top priority for me for decades, and that has allowed me to learn tricks and hacks to manage my money as effectively and efficiently as possible. And in this episode, I'm sharing 6 productive ways to manage your money in 10 minutes a day or less. Thankfully, you do not have to spend hours and hours on your finances to see results and reach your goals. So, the first productive way to manage your money in a short amount of time, really under 10 minutes, is to check your bank accounts. Now, regularly reviewing your bank accounts, your spending accounts, credit cards, wherever you spend your money really keeps you in tune with your financial reality. It keeps you on top of your actions with money. And not only that, it helps you catch errors, fraud, unexpected fees or charges as quickly as possible. And then you can take action to remedy those things. And I would also say that seeing your balances, especially if they are growing and you are being mindful with your money and how you spend, seeing your balances grow can motivate you to continue to make mindful spending decisions. I mean, how many times have you opened your bank account app and just dreaded what you saw? Or how many times have you been afraid to open your bank account app because of what you think you'll see? I help clients work through this mindset. You are not alone. When clients start working with me, a lot of times they tell me they don't look at their bank account. They don't want to see what's going on. But you have to know what's going on, no matter how good or bad or whatever it is. You got to know what's happening so that you know what step to take next. So, when you are looking to manage your money as productively as possible in the short amount of time as possible, when it comes to checking your bank accounts, all you got to do is open your bank and credit card apps or website, look through your transactions from the day, the past day, depending on what time you're looking. And look for any unusual activity or charges you don't recognize, and then just pay attention to your checking, your savings, and your credit card balances. Just stay in tune with your financial reality. And if you end up noticing a subscription you forgot about or something you signed up for that you forgot to cancel, write it down, make a list, address it immediately so that those things don't continue to pop up. And if you want to kind of take this step up a notch, I recommend pairing this habit with something you already do daily. Like maybe it's when you're having your morning coffee or checking your emails in the morning or journaling or whatever you do in the morning or in the evening. Pair this activity with that just so you can really create that habit. All right, the next productive way to manage your money in 10 minutes a day, update your spending tracker. So let me quickly say that if you are not tracking your spending daily, this activity will definitely take longer than 10 minutes. But if you build the daily habit of tracking your spending and updating your spending tracker, you can get your tracking done in under 10 minutes. Hey, if you spent no money the previous day, it won't take you long at all. I'm talking a minute or two. And tracking is one of the best ways to know if your budget is working. You can set your budget at the beginning of the month, but if you're not tracking your spending, you don't really know if you're sticking to that budget. And that's why my one-on-one money coaching program is so effective, because it all starts with us creating a budget for the client, but also introducing an expense tracking system that aligns with that budget, so we know that the client is tracking their spending. We know if their spending is in line with the budget or not, and we know this in real time so we can make better decisions throughout the month so we don't go over budget. I'm going to link to my coaching program in the show notes. If that is something you think you need, definitely check it out. But getting back to this activity. So update your spending tracker. Tracking your expenses really lets you see where your money is going and helps you identify patterns. Like maybe you can see that, oh, every morning I'm spending $15 to $25 at the coffee shop. What if I brought my muffin from home and just got a coffee? I can save myself $10 a day, right? You wouldn't know that unless you tracked your spending. And not only that, it's so much easier to stay within budget when you are actively monitoring your spending. So, how do you complete this activity? Well, use a tool like a spreadsheet, physical writing in a notebook, or even an app. Record your most recent transactions and categorize them accordingly. So, if you spent $15 at Starbucks, that would be categorized as meals out or coffees. Categorize your spending and, you know, look at what is happening and try to build the mental habit of just seeing what you spend your money on, but what can you do differently, or what could you just tweak slightly to improve? Let's say you spent 35 on groceries yesterday. You would track that $35 under your groceries category and then make sure that you're not exceeding your allotment for spending on groceries. Now, if the thought of manual tracking is overwhelming to you, set up automatic syncing with apps that pull in your transactions directly. A lot of my clients, while they are required to use my expense tracking system, they also like to use Rocket Money or YNAB or some sort of software or app that also helps categorize their spending. It's just an easy go-to, then they can kind of check their work against that app. Okay, the next productive way to manage your money in 10 minutes a day or less, review your budget. Now, this can be a really quick activity, especially if you're already in tune with your money, your numbers, your budget, but as you know, a budget is your plan for how to spend and how to save your money. And regularly looking at your budget really ensures that you're staying aligned with your goals and the financial intentions you're seeking to implement. And this step really should be done in conjunction with like looking at your bank accounts and tracking your spending. So, you can get a few activities done in one here without spending a lot of time. So, every day, just spend a few minutes comparing your planned spending with your actual spending. Check if there are any spending areas or categories that you need to adjust. So, for example, if you had an extra dinner out that you weren't really planning on, you may scale back in your entertainment category for the month to kind of offset that cost. You can also review your savings category to make sure that you're saving or transferring the appropriate amount you need to reach whatever goal you've set. Now, use this time as well to prepare for upcoming expenses. So whether it's bills that have fluctuated or special occasions, birthdays, baby showers, things that could potentially impact your budget, spend a little bit of time here just planning and adjusting your categories as needed. All right, the next productive way to manage your money in 10 minutes or less is to set or review a daily money goal. So maybe you have like a weekly money goal, review that goal, or set a daily intention for your finances. I definitely believe in the power of small, achievable action steps to help you really build momentum and reach those bigger goals. So when you set small, achievable daily goals with your money, you really are putting that flame under you to get that momentum you need to take action towards your larger financial milestones. And it really does encourage you to be intentional with your money every day. So for the day or for the week, just choose a simple, actionable goal. You can do things like, or set goals like, I won't spend any money today unless it's absolutely necessary. Or I will transfer $5 to my emergency fund. Or I will review my 401k contributions. Or I will reach out to my credit card company and ask for a lower interest rate. Not hard tasks, but they are things that will help you improve your situation over time. You can even make it like a part of your overall savings goal. So let's say your goal is to save $100 this month. maybe your daily goal is to put $3.33 into savings and track that savings transfer. So it doesn't have to be anything extravagant here. I think the entire purpose is small, actionable, achievable steps that get you closer to those bigger goals you have. And speaking of that, these small daily or weekly tasks, goals, intentions really should align with your overall financial picture, right? If you have a goal of saving for a vacation or paying off debt or investing for the future, tie these daily goals into helping you achieve those things. So a good example is, if you are saving $100 this month to help you with your trip, then that $3.33 savings transfer gets you closer to that trip. So when you have these daily intentions or daily goals that help get closer to your bigger goals, you really see that progress and feel that momentum. Okay, moving on. Next one, make a small financial adjustment. Okay, so small adjustments, especially with your money and finances, really help you course correct before minor issues become major setbacks. And these tweaks can really lead to immediate savings or immediate financial progress. You can actually see the result in a short amount of time. So some small financial adjustments that you can implement include canceling an unused subscription or canceling a free trial before it charges you. It could be transferring spare cash to a high yield savings account. It can be taking the cash, across your house and depositing it into your bank account. It can be paying an extra $10 towards a credit card balance to help you reduce interest. If you spent more on a dinner out than you planned, vow to cook at home for the next week. Again, these are not huge things that you have to do. They are small adjustments, but they can have a big impact, especially if you capitalize on them daily. So maybe to help you kind of stay on track with this, keep a running list of like quick fixes or small adjustments in your phone or planner or calendar or to-do list and tackle them during your 10-minute money sessions, right? So maybe one day of the week you are kind of getting all of your financial adjustments or quick fixes listed out. And then the rest of the days you're actually, knocking them off one by one each day. I think having that list too and seeing yourself knocking items off that list is really going to make you feel good. And so I think a big theme here with this particular step is to really identify areas where money can be going out that doesn't need to. So like I said, the unused subscriptions or the free trial that needs to be canceled or a gym membership, a streaming service, those apps, those subscriptions, those things that really do charge us monthly, not big amounts, right? But they do charge monthly. Get rid of the ones that you don't need or use. Call, cancel, pause, do what you got to do, and you'll see that direct impact. Okay, the final productive way to manage your money in less than 10 minutes a day is to consume 2 to 3 minutes of financial education. Okay, so you've probably identified the theme here that each of the steps or tricks and tips that I'm sharing do not have to take long periods of time. Please don't feel like you have to spend long hours and a lot of time on your finances to make an impact. Short and sweet can be just as effective. So consuming 2 to 3 minutes of financial education really compounds on itself. Learning a little every day empowers you to make smarter financial decisions, and it keeps you motivated and informed about strategies to help you grow your money or save your money or build that wealth that we all should be working towards. So when it comes to completing this activity, spend 2 to 3 minutes either reading a personal finance book, watching a YouTube video on money, listening to a podcast or just financial tips or insights. 2 to 3 minutes. We don't have to go a lot here, but You can review personal finance blogs or follow Instagram accounts from money influencers, short YouTube videos on specific money topics. Just search budgeting tips or investing tips, quick tips on budgeting. You can listen to snippets of the City Girl Savings podcast. So there are a lot of options here. There's a lot of information out there. So find what works best for you. If there's a specific topic you want to learn more about, bookmark your favorite blogs, save Instagram posts, subscribe to newsletters. Do what you got to do so that you always have quick access to that content that you need. So there you have it, the 6 productive ways, habits, tasks you can take to manage your money in less than 10 minutes a day. By integrating these habits into your daily routine, you will create this sense of control and confidence with your money. And there is no price on that. I think that confidence will help you build and make better decisions and take better actions with your money. And remember, consistency is key here. It is not about grandiose, huge things. It is about small, steady, actionable things to do on a daily basis. And even if you only implement 1 or 2 of these actions to start, you are making progress towards a healthier financial future for yourself. And that is a game changer. Financial productivity does not have to be time consuming. Just start small and watch the magic happen.